You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Furthermore, you can all go fuck yourselves.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
Well, hello there.
Hi, hello?
Hi there. Ooh. Yeah, we don't want to do that yet. I have these all queued up. Hey.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome to Moviesucktastic.
Hey there. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have all the trailers queued up, and with Media Player, you can put like 2-second pauses in there, and can't do that with VLC, and that's what I prefer to use. So that's all technical. Yeah, nobody gives a shit. But can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine, sir.
Perfecto. So how are you?
I'm good.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. That's what you're supposed to say. How you doing? I'm good. And
I'm
you?
doing all right. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
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 We're off to a great start.
Yes, we are. Welcome to Moviesucktastic. This is our first, our second real episode since the Oscars.
Yeah. Yes,
And we're just kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, it's not easy to do. What did we do? We did like 10, 11 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
And we were doing double episodes.
In like a month.
In a month, yeah. We were doing double episodes because there was 9 nominees this year for the Oscars. So, yeah, it was interesting to say the least. We do it every year. We try to anyway. We got together for the Oscars. I haven't posted that on Facebook yet. I will. Even though we have sound in the background, it's so low. Something I've noticed with uploading YouTube videos lately, if the audio is low, they'll just get you on the visual content. Like they'll flag you for that. Like, for instance, I had one of our episodes, episode 68, I believe, I had the Beatles playing in the background. We were coming out of a break. And we only got flagged for about 35 seconds of it, even though there's about a minute of it that you can clearly hear because it's so low but is fading out slowly. Mm-hmm. It's not that they didn't catch it. They didn't care because it was so low.
Right.
So I had to overlap some music on top of it just so I could post the episode, which I did, and it worked out fine.
Yeah, and so if you watch us live or if you listen to the podcast, Joey has been binge posting back episodes on YouTube, and a lot of them are sticking.
Yes, so I'm very excited.
There's a couple dozen new ones up just this week alone. And he's going to be posting everything we've got and see what gets rejected and what doesn't. So if you want to catch some of our older episodes, the Jaws episode is up, obviously.
Yeah. The Snakes on a Plane episode is up where my computer crashes. And what's interesting about that, and it gave me the idea for it, and you had mentioned it earlier, it kind of just posted back in my own brain. One of the things that Scott said to me, he said, listen, we're getting flagged every week. Joey, he said, we're getting flagged every single week, every time we post a video, do we want to stop doing videos, and B, do we want to stop doing it the way we do it, where we show clips or the film in the background without sound, but we like to have that visual. We're reviewing the film. I think it's kind of neat to show what we're reviewing in the background, and a lot of times we sync up with what's going on too, so you kind of get a good representation.
Now, I don't want to get into a technical discussion this episode about this, but
Yeah.
I do want to mention that I have noticed that some people that are post stuff online, in order to keep it from being taken down, they put it within a frame so it's like half the screen.
I did notice that.
And I'm wondering if we don't put it on the whole screen behind us, but do it like a bit so there's a black border, and then are able to move our faces around it, then that might get
Just
by more.
Make our videos bigger and the movie a little bit smaller.
Make the movie smaller. I mean, it could be centered, but I aesthetically I would like it in like the upper left-hand corner maybe. But if it has to be centered, and then just put our faces a bit more over it, so you can still see it in the background, kinda, but it's smaller and it's partially obscured, so we're not really showing the film.
We can try that as a test run one week and see what happens.
Yeah,
because
that's an idea.
if we get flagged anyway, I don't know if there was some lawsuit or if their YouTube is just doing things differently, because instead of us automatically getting a strike, and we're going to keep this brief because we want to get right into the trailers.
Too late.
But we're only 6 minutes in, and that's with an intro. So very quickly, what I'll say is, normally when we post a video, what we used to do was we get flagged immediately and we get a strike against us immediately. But it seems that they're taking the innocent until proven guilty tactic, where they give the YouTuber the opportunity to dispute it before you actually get a strike. So I could upload every single episode tonight, it seems, dispute anything that comes through, and then if we get stuck, we got to delete it or we get a strike. I think that is now the situation, which makes it way easier, and it's way more comfortable for us to upload something, have it, okay, there's a flag against you, dispute it, and then what I've seen, because I've uploaded like 20 episodes in a week, what they just immediately do is they monetize it. Now,
right.
We have the opportunity to dispute that, and then if we win that, I don't care. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. We make no money doing this. If by any chance down the line we get famous off of this, then maybe I'd consider saying, oh yeah, you know what, now we're losing money. Well, we're losing money anyway.
Yeah.
But so it just seems like, for instance, The Hobbit. No, not The Hobbit. There's another film, I forget what it is, but Paramount owns it, and we had 4 strikes against us. 2 of them, Paramount just automatically monetized. But the other 2, it blocked it worldwide. And I'm like, just monetize the whole thing. I'm giving you permission.
Yeah, they probably have it all set up automatically.
Well,
all this stuff is just great. I hope Paramount makes $10 off of all the films we're reviewing. Great.
Well, because then maybe it's a like kind of we work for them scenario. But you know what? It works the other way too. If Paramount says, "Hey, we own this," and it's like, "Hey," then Dude, we get a little notoriety.
It's okay. We ain't working that hard.
It's true. But what I've noticed is whenever there's a flag and I dispute it, within a day or two, it just immediately gets monetized by the copyright owner. And I'm fine with that. Like today, Hidden Figures has like 7 or 8 different flags against it. And when I went in to take a look, it said appeal was rejected because it was blocked worldwide initially. So I'm going through the process of doing, each single one, and then I realized, wait a minute, I forgot to look. Every one of them was monetized, and I had actually gone in to do a counter appeal. Like on 3, I canceled all 3. I'm like, no, no. I'm not making any waves here. And Manchester by the Sea is seen everywhere but the UK and Ireland. It specifically said that. If you're in the UK and Ireland, you can't watch this. And I'm like, that sucks. And I'm just like, damn it.
Must be a distribution thing.
We just got an email from someone from the UK, and I'm like, that guy can't watch it now. So I disputed that. I went the extra step, even though I didn't have to, because it's like, no, just fucking monetize it. I don't give a shit.
And I gotta tell you, I'm looking over the ones you got up, and there's some great ones here. Rotor. I'm so glad Rotor got up there.
You know what?
And there's also a Rift Tracks of Rotor available too.
Oh, that's cool.
But Circuitry Man, I forgot we did Circuitry Man, and I gotta tell you, Thanksgiving is like one of my favorite films ever. Now I can't. The other night, I forget what we were watching, but I just started giggling, and I was like, "What's your problem?" So it was like Thanksgiving when the turkey carjacked the guy. I have a daughter.
Call her.
That scene is the best ever.
That was actually recommended by my sister-in-law, which we are doing that again, by the way, everyone. You could submit your requests, and we'll heavily consider them. We actually have 2 more added to the list. Well, we have 1 more added to the list tonight. We got a list from another listener, Gino, and we just have to basically pick one of those. I'm leaning towards Evil Toons, but I don't know if Scott has looked at the list yet.
That's one of the best choices because we've mentioned it before. It is something that keeps coming up. Cool World is probably.
Well, Cool World, that's a different listener altogether.
That's a different listener. That's right. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. So I actually have the list of everything. I don't have it in front of me, but I know it's like Cool World, Jodorowsky's Dune, Death of Superman.
Evil Toons is probably one of the less obscure films on Gino's list.
Yeah. Death Machines. I can't wait to review Death Machines.
Oh, God, yes.
We also got from Dale Rountree today, a Cannonball Run 2, because he says the first one's too easy. And, of course, we got that whole list from Gino, which, again, I'm leaning towards Evil Toons. Even though I do like Down and Dirty Duck, but I don't think I would like reviewing that as much as Evil Toons.
You know, the BC Rock one was a bit hard to do. I don't know if I can do that again. I think we did. Didn't we do both heavy metals? Or did we just do the first one?
No. We did heavy metal and rock and roll. We may have mentioned Heavy Metal 2000 during that episode, but we.
Yeah, you know what? BC Rock was like already a step above and beyond. I think we're done with adult cartoons for a while.
I agree. No, I got to agree with that.
Yeah. So if you haven't been, go to Moviesucktastic on YouTube. You can do a search for it. Now we still have another Moviesucktastic page. If you do a search on YouTube for Moviesucktastic, don't go to the one that says Moviesucktastic Podcast. Go to the one that just says Moviesucktastic.
We can actually delete the one that says podcast, but I like keeping it.
I thought we had them. No, we want to keep it because I thought because some of the videos have a lot of hits.
I think we only have 2 videos on that one. What we have on there, if I'm not mistaken, is episode 98, which is when we reviewed The Hobbit, which is on our regular Moviesucktastic YouTube. Anyway. And then the other one is the Strangers in a Strange Land video game episode we did. Genesis does what Nintendo.
We have a lot of other smaller videos, including the Exotica Expo videos.
No, that's on our regular YouTube.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Isn't it? It is?
No, it is on the YouTube /Moviesucktastic.
Let's delete this shit then.
We could delete the other one.
Yeah.
Although I kind of, you know what? I don't know. I kind of like having it as a backup, but if it's confusing, we should get rid of it.
It's going to confuse people. Yeah.
Maybe we can just
get rid of that one.
Disable it instead of deleting it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever, and repost the 3 episodes we have on there.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. But until we do that, if you go do a search for Moviesucktastic on YouTube, just don't go to the channel that says podcast. Just go to the one that says Moviesucktastic.
Well, I mean, it should be a red flag that there's like 2 videos and then the other one, because they both should come up. The other one's got
they
like
might
60.
Think we're lying. You know,
Yeah,
I
maybe.
didn't know what was this shit. You know,
But
so
real quick,
that
where
out.
I was going before we went on this long
Sorry.
journey
Yes.
was that, yeah, I'm posting all the videos, and we didn't start doing video podcasts until episode 63, which is the Oscars one, the one where we drank all the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you like the picture that I posted to do it.
Oh, is that up?
Yeah, it is. The thumbnail. I
Okay.
I hope you like it.
Let me take a look.
I hope you like a lot of the thumbnails that I've been doing.
Well, it's just a vodka bottle next to the Oscars.
Well, because
logo,
it
right?
used to be an Oscar in that shot.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is about the same size as a bottle of vodka. But that's the vodka we were drinking, the chocolate whipped vodka,
Oh.
which is really good in hot chocolate, by the way.
Moving on.
Anyway, what I was getting at is we didn't start doing video podcasts until episode 63, stopped at episode 68, and then continued again at episode 97. So there was almost 30 episodes where we didn't do it for some reason. I don't know
Because
why.
when we first started doing it, we would do it together, and then we had to get used to we had to get into the Skype thing. So there was a gap between
But here's
getting
the
together
thing,
to record an episode
I thought of
and doing a
that.
Skype episode.
We started doing Skype exclusively at episode 40.
Oh,
So we were already 23 episodes or 22 episodes in before we started doing the video. And then we just stopped for 30 episodes. Maybe it was just too difficult and it was just get in,
it
get
might have
out.
been issues with my computer.
That's possible too. It might have been issues with my computer because I was just building a brand new one and maybe there was...
If anybody's still awake, we are going to start talking about films.
We are.
We
But
should actually
again,
gear into that.
An idea that Scott gave me that it reappeared with episode 68 when my video card crapped out, where what I did for the last 15 minutes of that is I just put a still picture from Snakes on a Plane with the rest of the podcast audio. So what I'm going to do for any episode we don't have video for, which isn't many, but it's about 60 or 70 episodes.
Just do like a slideshow behind the audio?
Absolutely. Just
Okay.
do like maybe 50, 100 pictures and just do a natural slideshow with the podcast in the background.
Ooh, we could do we can do movie memes for them too.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. It'll take a little extra time for me to put it together, but our YouTube page eventually should have all 240 episodes of Moviesucktastic.
Well, you give me the list of the ones without the videos attached, and I will start working on that.
Okay. So then you know what I can do then? I can send you all of the masters for the audio. Oh, actually, you know what?
I mean, I can get the pictures together.
Oh, and then you just send me the pictures?
Yeah, I'll do the legwork for that, and then you can just put it all together. Because I'm pretty sure, we're getting too technical about this.
Yeah, we
so
can talk about this later.
We're good, but in short, look at YouTube for our back episodes.
Yeah.
Which you can also listen to live streaming from our website, Moviesucktastic.com.
Yeah, it finally seems like we're able to put our shit up. And
Right.
at one point I was heavily considering, it's like, why are we still doing the video thing? I got 200 episodes or 160 videos that, we can't show anybody. But it seems that YouTube has become a little more lax, which is good. Might have to dispute things once in a while, but I'm okay with that. Just monetize it. I don't give a shit. We've been doing this a long fucking time, and it feels like only us has been able to really see it. I mean, that's not true, but
Well, that's
I've
good.
already...
Yeah, YouTube's been a big pain in the ass, but at least we're finally slipping through there. It's interesting that...
Well, it's like movies like The Wildlife. I'm sorry. Like movies like The Wildlife that actually we fight for and we get through, it's got like 30,000 hits. Or 30,000 views. It's like, that's a big deal to me.
You just posted the majority of these last week that I'm looking at, so they don't have a lot of views yet. But out of all the Oscar films, Hacksaw Ridge is the hands-down favorite, as far as views go.
Oh, really? So far?
It's got 3 or 4 times more views than any other Oscar film we reviewed.
Yeah, I mean, I only put that up 4 or 5 days ago.
This week. Yeah, it's like 5 days old.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that one drew a lot of
Sure.
out of
Well, it's
that's
probably
the highest. It's the highest views out of all the ones you just posted this past week.
And I don't want to hear anything from anyone about, hey, shut up, to stop talking over the movie. It clearly says it's a fucking review, and
Oh.
the thumbnail that I use says review on it too. So if you're clicking
Yes.
on it, I'm assuming you want to see a review.
Yeah, we can squash that bullshit now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this episode, we're just going to take a look at some of the summer films coming out.
That's right. And I usually don't count April as when summer kicks off. I mean, that's only next month. But they do have one film coming out in April that's going to be, realistically, it's going to be a huge moneymaker, so I threw it in the list. But my real list kind of kicks off after. It starts in May.
Ow.
And that's Fate of the Furious. I thought the last one was the last one.
Well, it was for Paul Walker.
No, it didn't. It say, what was the title of it? The Last of the Furious or something like that.
No, it was
The
just
final
Fast and Furious.
final Furious. And
That was just Fast and Furious.
they kept saying that it was the last one, but it made
Yeah.
$1 billion worldwide. So nobody steps away from that kind of money. Nobody.
Well, hey, except Paul Walker.
Oh my.
So we're going to play the trailers and just talk a bit about our expectations and the trailer as well as the films coming out.
I remember when I emailed, I was Insta messaging back and forth with Scott. I'm like, oh my God, I just saw a picture of Paul Walker after the car accident. I'm like, why did I do that?
I did that live during the show.
Did you really? I don't remember.
Well, when we were talking about it, I remember Googling it, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh my. That's on the show if you get that episode up.
It's not a picture. We didn't throw up the picture of him, but
No, we didn't.
Your reaction.
My voice talking about it on that episode. I remember that. It's like, oh, no. Why did you mention that?
Yes, I don't know why. All right, so are you ready?
I'm born ready.
Okay, let's do it. This is the Fate of the Fury.
Hope you're ready. It'll be here any
wait a minute.
minute.
I gotta be more prepared.
Oh,
Dominic Toretto.
There we go. All
what
right.
are you doing?
I don't know. I have to pause it like the second that it's over. I'll do that for the rest of the episode.
I hadn't seen that trailer yet. It was like, well, how could they top the last one? Submarine. Okay. That's
Actually,
it.
of
Done.
all the trailers that are here, I've only seen, let's see, one.
I've seen most of them.
I've only seen like 5 or 6 of them, and I got 14, I believe.
Yeah.
So a lot of these I'm going in blind. Well, that was a Super Bowl ad, so you knew that they were going all out for that trailer.
Oh, it's. I had the same reaction to the last one. I saw the trailer. I think I saw that one in the theater. I was like, "This looks fucking horrendous, but awesome. I
Well,
gotta see this."
Well, it was. I mean, in the trailer, they drove a car through a building, a skyscraper, no less, from one skyscraper to another skyscraper.
and they're like, "Yeah, you're working for the CIA." Says, oh, come on! All right, yeah, let's watch.
Well, Scott and I, we hung out a few months ago. It was
yeah.
It was before you sold the house, and we decided to watch that as best as we could.
Well, we purposely said, okay, we're going to watch it, but we're just going to fast forward to the action sequences.
Right, which
That's
wasn't
just what we did.
hard, by the way. Oh, and then we saw it. We spotted in the trailer too. But when you watch the film, we spotted some really, really bad CGI Paul Walker during. Yeah.
It's like watching The Crow. It's like, all right, let me live Walker, dead Walker, live.
Wow. It's like brother Walker, other brother Walker, because they used his brother to do stand-in stuff because they look very similar. So they did CGI over his brother's face, which I guess in theory was supposed to make it easier for them to kind of line that shit up. I mean, I don't know. But it's like it reminded me of the Tron Legacy, where they had Jeff Bridges older.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Where they have older Jeff Bridges, Flynn, and then they have like the video game Flynn, which is where he's his young self from like 1983. and it's really bad. It's really bad. Like his mouth moves, and it's like, it just felt like a video game. Felt like video game graphics.
The trailer, yeah. That's why I every now and then I'm like, I should watch it. Like, no, you know what? You and I are getting older, and I'm finally starting to feel it.
Yeah.
I don't mean physically. I mean like mentally and emotionally when it comes to films. Like I just get these films come out now. I was like,
it's funny that you mentioned that, because another podcaster in our podcast universe, they just turned 40 this year, and they said the exact same thing. They made that post today.
Oh, really?
And they basically said that, I watch all these crappy movies that we review for our show, and I'm fine with it, and I try and watch these new movies, and I have so little patience for it. It was something along those lines, and it's like, wow, I kind of relate to that.
Yeah, I was watching movie trailers the other night, and I came across this one. I forget the name of it, but it's about this kid in high school, and I'm watching it. I'm just trying to, and I keep going back and forth. This is a parody. No, it's a real thing. No, it's a parody. No, it's a real thing. And I couldn't wrap my head around it. Yeah, they made films even dumber than this when I was a kid, but I just can't wrap my head around the fact that they're still making them.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're not going to stop.
Anyway, but I would see Fate of the Furious in a
movie theater.
The theater.
Oh God!
Especially since there's that huge clash between Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. No. The duel. The feud is Dwayne Johnson and Jonathan Statham. What's his face?
No, Vin Diesel.
No. The feud. No, it's right in the trailer. Where Dwayne, Rock...
I mean real life feud, not the characters.
I didn't know there was a real life feud.
Yeah, Apparently, Vin Diesel and The Rock just hate each other.
Wow, that's great.
The Rock even made like a lengthy Instagram post, pretty much saying that Vin Diesel didn't have any balls. Or
oh dear God.
Yeah, it's like, this long thing was like, I love the crew, love the makers, look at everything, loved all my, everybody except some of the male co-stars. Basically, Vin Diesel. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, you know what? It's only a matter of time before they just hand over the franchise to The Rock, because he can carry a fucking franchise. He is this generation's Schwarzenegger Stallone. He is.
But is Vin showing any signs of slowing down? I mean, they just did a Triple X sequel.
Yeah, and that came out in January. The Rock has never had a January release.
That's not the point.
It kind of is.
How well did it do, though?
It did not do well.
It did not?
No,
really?
It did horribly.
I'm shocked.
Look it up.
I'm not looking it up. I believe you. You know the numbers. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying I'm shocked.
I want to say that it didn't even top 80 million. And I bet the budget was at least 100. I want to say. Anyway, The Fate of the Furious comes out on April 14th. So, should we move on?
Give it a thumbs up. What's next? Go away.
Tune in every week when Scott tries to throw his cat out of the shot.
Okay. Down.
This is some great stuff right here. This is entertainment.
All right, what's next?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which comes out on May 5th.
Okay.
Which, I saw the first trailer, I wasn't into it. I saw the second trailer, I wasn't into it. I saw this trailer, I'm into it.
All right, let's go.
Hope you're ready. It'll be here any minute. Is that a rifle?
You don't know what a rifle looks like?
It's just swords were your thing and guns were mine. But I guess we're both doing guns now. I just didn't know that.
Well, that's intense.
I see it within you. Fear, jealousy, betrayal. It is our duty to cleanse the universe of this weakness.
You know,
They told me you people were conceited douchebags, but that isn't true at all.
Dude. I'm using my wrong height.
Groot, put your seatbelt on! So we're saving the galaxy again?
Yep.
Awesome! We're really gonna be able to jack up our price if we're two-time galaxy savers.
Sometimes the thing you're searching for your whole life, it's right there by your side all along.
You're right.
All you do is yell at each other. You're not friends.
No, we're family. Except maybe her.
After all these years, I've found you.
And who the hell are you?
I'm your dad, Peter.
So that's the trailer for the second one, Volume 2.
Corkscrew.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, these cheapy things.
Can't screw any corks anymore.
No.
Oh, poor corks.
Can't even play with it.
I mean, isn't that like one of the oldest style corkscrews ever? How did
Yeah, but it's cheap. They're like $2, $4. You grab them at the grocery store. They always have 2 or 3 on hand. So if you lose one or break it,
I guess some are made better than others. I have one that's like 15 years old, or 20 years old from my parents' house.
No, that's a cheapy grocery store one. That's not a good one.
Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about it. It's like the cap that goes over the corkscrew or the cork is like porcelain, and the rest of it's stainless steel. It's like 1810.
Nice.
1810. I've had it forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. I'm digging that trailer. Like I said, the first 2 trailers I was not into at all. Like at all.
Well, those were some of those. Like one of them was one of those early trailers they do where they just do music only and to show scenes.
Yeah, they had a Comic-Con trailer, which I still have not been able to see. It got taken down almost immediately, and James Gunn, that's the director, James Gunn. He said that, we quickly put this together just for Comic-Con, and he said I would normally not care so much if it's on, say, YouTube or any kind of streaming for people to see, but he said we put it together. It was just a taste. It's not finished in any way. I'm kind of a perfectionist. That's why we're going through great lengths to have it taken down. It was only something that people could see at Comic-Con. They
don't want a substandard. They don't want it to actually hurt the franchise. It was like, this is not. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I don't think that it would hurt it so much, but I get the request.
You want to control your messaging,
right? And
definitely.
I'm sure there was some pressure to have something at Comic-Con, and that's why it was so put together, not haphazardly, but whatever. It was just put together for it in a very short time period. You know what? A similar instance, the Comic-Con trailer for Justice League from last year, it's 3 minutes long. They were able to put a 3-minute trailer together. I was astounded that they had that much footage, that they could even put a trailer together, and it's a good trailer.
Yeah.
So it's like, in a way, it's like, I get your request, but I kind of don't want to hear it.
Now, I'm not as excited to see this as I was the first one.
Me neither. But I'm more excited with this third trailer than any of the others.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see it, but I don't feel the urgency that I did with the first film based on the trailer. Well, maybe because I've seen it, and the space opera stuff loses me a little bit sometimes. I don't know, but I don't. there are things in it that are predictable that I don't hold against it, like the cute Groot baby.
Right.
It's like predictable. Yeah, younger market. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
know?
It's like, how long are they going to milk the baby Groot thing? I imagine it's only going to be for this film.
Yeah, probably.
Next film, it's going to be normal Groot.
Down. Thank you.
Do you
Sorry
think-
about that.
Do you think they called in Vin Diesel to do the voice and they just synthesized it to make it sound like a baby?
I didn't check to see who did the voice of Groot. It's Vin Diesel doing the voice.
So they literally just synthesized his voice to sound like a baby.
I guess. You know why change?
I mean,
why
that's-
change now?
It's the easiest fucking gig you could. It's like, I am Groot. That's
Now,
his only line.
I didn't read Guardians of the Galaxy comic books.
Me neither.
But I do recognize the Mantis chick, the antenna chick.
Same here.
I
Actually,
do recognize her.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, I know who that is.
I feel like she was in something besides that. Like she was in like Legion of Superheroes or something.
Yeah.
I may actually look that up now while we're talking because that's starting to bug me a little bit.
No, I agree. When I saw her,
No,
I'm like,
Legion of Superheroes is DC. Don't listen to me.
yeah, I wasn't. That's why I didn't catch
Shut
it.
up. You're mean. You're so
I'm
mean.
not mean. I love you. You know that. But no, I'm interested
Prove
in
it.
seeing it.
Prove it.
Okay. Later.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely, I'm not going to make my way to the theater to see it. Not like the first one, when I saw the trailer, I was like, I have to see this in a theater. That has to happen. And it was probably because of all of the darker comic book films that they've been making, you know, between The Dark Knight and all of the Marvels, where they just had a darker undertone, and just kind of darker films in general that had any kind of action or sci-fi in it. And then the trailer for Guardians comes out, the first one, and I'm just like, this just looks like so much fun. You know,
Yeah.
it ties into
Yeah.
the Marvel universe, and it just looks like a lot of fun.
Well, again,
And it
the Marvel
was.
fi-
It was a
we've
lot
talked-
of fun. It was a fun movie.
We've talked about this before. Marvel has found their stride between the drama and the humor, so that you have the more dramatic Marvel films that still have humor in them. You have the more humorous ones that still have drama in them, but they're not as heavy as like some of the DC ones coming out now.
Right.
I mean, again, we did the review of Batman versus Superman. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
But a little heavy.
A little heavy. And I don't know
Little
if I don't know if Justice League is going to be any different. I just think that's Zack Snyder's style, because even Man of Steel was
The trailer seems like they're finding their Avengers.
I think they kind of have to if they're going to compete.
Yeah.
You know.
But speaking of that, though, just to be completely contradictory, I've heard nothing but great things about Logan, about how dark it is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And now I'm like, now I want to see a dark one again. So I've been whining for the past 2 years that they're getting too dark, and now I'm like eager to see the dark one.
And you know what? We can thank Deadpool for that. Just the fact that it's rated R, we can thank Deadpool for that. Because, and I think we talked about this on the show. I don't know if we did, if we mentioned it outside of the show. But Deadpool being rated R, they took a really big chance with making it rated R.
Sure.
And it made like 700 or 800 million worldwide at a $130 million opening weekend on an R rating. Blockbusters that are PG-13 don't get 130 million in its opening weekend most of the time. So it was a big deal. So 20th Century Fox, they optioned to make Logan rated R, and they said, you know what, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? It's going to make money, and if it's rated R, it's probably going to make more money. It had an $88 million opening weekend, which is the biggest opening for a Wolverine film that they've ever done. There's no Wolverine film that had a better opening weekend. So I think we can expect more R-rated comic book films. They're going to pick and choose them, but I think we can expect more. And I don't know anything about Logan or its storyline or plot, but I know that I've been reading that they want to do a Deadpool Wolverine Logan movie.
Well, in the teaser they have for Deadpool 2, at the end of it, he mentions Wolverine again. He keeps going back to that. So I mean, the fact that they keep doing it and like beating over the head with the Wolverine thing. It's almost like they're already they've been talking about it, and that's just like them teasing that this is going to happen eventually.
Well, you know what I think?
Feel like
I think after Deadpool 2 comes out, the next film that comes out after that is going to be the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Or they throw Deadpool in like an X-Men film officially, or something like that in another film. Like, or either they get their own film or they cross over together in a film.
We don't know, and I'll make a joke, but we all saw how that went the first time. That didn't go well at all. It's the reason why Deadpool even exists now, is when what film was that? That was X-Men Origins.
I think so. You know, I get the Wolverine.
I'm sorry,
titles mixed up in my
I think
head.
it was Wolverine Origins. Yeah, it was Wolverine Origins. That was the one with Sabretooth and Wolverine, and then Deadpool makes an appearance. Well, Wade Wilson
started off great.
No,
by the end
no. That's not the one. You're thinking of the Samurai one. That's the one that started off great.
That's not the one I'm thinking. No, I didn't like the Samurai. I didn't even think it started good. No, the Sabretooth one was great because it started off with them like throughout time and all the wars and stuff, and it showed a bit more origins.
We did talk about the Wolverine film starting off with promise, and then it just tailed off real quick.
Yeah, but
so that's what I thought you meant when you said that. But no,
I did mean the Sabretooth one because I was really excited at the beginning, and then by the end of it, you're like, this is the best you can fucking do.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the year that the Wolverine Origins film, a work print leaked onto the internet. And, and a real, like a Rotten Tomatoes or a newspaper critic reviewed it and got in trouble for it. It's like, dude, you can't review a work print.
No.
I don't know if that guy's still working today. Maybe he's got his own YouTube channel. I don't know.
Yeah, but Guardians. I mean, how bad could it be?
It's not going to be bad. It's going to be fun, but I'm not in the mood.
That it might be. I have to give it some time. Although, and I do love it. Obviously, there's more to it with Guardians of the Galaxy because he's from Earth and he has this mixtape that his mother gave him and everything. But you see it with all these films, and some people even complaining about it, like they did with Suicide Squad, because why the fuck not? But I like these films putting in, what would you call, vintage, semi-contemporary music.
Yeah.
It just...
It's like, what are they doing? Trying to just sell a soundtrack? It's like, it's called Volume 1, Volume 2.
It's called Dirty Fucking Dancing.
But
Two soundtracks for that one.
The whole premise is the mixtape. If you're going to sell a soundtrack, that's the way you do it. It's actually okay if that's how you're doing it.
And you know what? I sometimes I like to hear a song I like in a film.
Well, the song they use for the trailer is "The Chain" by Fleetwood Mac, and I fucking love that song. And when I heard the song, when they used it for the trailer, I was like, oh wow, cool. I was really digging it. Maybe that's why I like the trailer so much.
I like the trend with the music in the films like these. Some people are naysayers on it, but
yeah,
I'm not one of them.
All right. So next up, 44 minutes in, we're only on our third trailer.
You can skip some of these.
No, I don't wanna.
Yeah, there's a couple I don't think we should do.
Like, they're all blockbusters. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but...
We don't have to talk 15 minutes about each one. That's what I think we should stop doing.
Okay, well, you keep going on tangents.
I'm sorry.
I'm on point. I don't know what your problem is.
You're on point. Jesus Christ.
So what's the next one, sir?
All right, it's Alien Covenant.
I'm ready.
Directed by Ridley Scott, so... we could hear him deny that it's an alien film or some shit. This is coming out on May 19th. Yeah. I haven't seen this. This is the Red Band trailer, from what I understand.
Paris, please, open up! I can't do that. It's actually...
There was
Oh.
A very strange
You okay? What's Red Band about this? Just a little bit of blood?
Yeah, probably the violence. There's probably a bit more blood coming up.
That's horrifying.
You sure about this, Captain?
How do you mean?
I really don't know what the fuck's out there.
Dr. Manhattan?
Good.
Good. It does have Danny McBride in it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you know he's going to be the comic relief. Oh.
Really? Shower scene? Alien attack? Really?
Oh, come on, cursor.
Yeah. Now I've seen a different trailer that has more Danny McBride in it.
Yeah, that's not the one I use because it said Red Band, and I'm like, I saw a lot of the other one. I'm like, I want to see something I haven't seen yet. So
this one's even worse.
I'm still not interested in this either.
It looks like they're setting up Danny McBride as like the hero, or at least the main character.
He might make it to the end of the film. I hope he does.
It looks like he comes close at the very least. It looks like he's in the majority of it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things like, yeah, we'll introduce the handsome character and then we'll switch to this guy. And Danny's like, what are you fucking talking about?
What the fuck, man?
That's rude.
Now there is an Alien film that's supposed to be in production or in the
good.
The writing phase that's supposed to be.
Thank God.
That's supposed to have Sigourney Weaver in it. Now,
even better, because we need that.
I gotta be honest. I'm more interested in watching an Alien film if Sigourney Weaver is in it for some reason.
I'm more interested in not watching another Alien film. Period.
Period.
Just recently, we ended up watching. Holly's got this thing: if she watches a film, she has to watch the whole series or close to it.
Oh God.
And we watched the first Alien because I had riff tracks to it. And she's like, well, now we have to watch 2, 3, and 4.
There's like, well, I mean, if you count all like Prometheus, I mean, there's like 7 of these Alien films.
Yeah, I'm not counting Prometheus because
there's like 9, isn't there? If you count the Alien vs Predator movies,
no, we didn't go that crazy. We stuck to the original series, and it's bad enough I had to get through those.
You remember when Alien vs Predator 2 was coming out, and the 2 directors that were doing that were like, what was?
Yeah,
it was the.
Yeah, I do.
It was the 2 directors that did that film. It was called Sky something, with the alien race that was taking over Earth. Like if you looked at them, they took you like your embodiment or your soul. Oh, I want to say Skyrim, but it's not it.
No. Skyline.
Skyline, but the directors, the directors.
It was a low budget sci-fi film, but it did very well. It was very good. I liked it a lot. And their big thing was they said, we're gonna everything that happened in the first Aliens Predator film didn't happen. We're gonna make it better. And I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And then you watch it like, holy shit! You just switched out one cliche for another. What the fuck is this shit?
I think their exact words were, it says, "We're gonna do it right."
And they lie.
Oh, I don't think they intended to lie. It's the
Strausses, yeah.
The Strausses, the brothers Strauss.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're special effects guys initially. A lot of films that have all these crazy, amazing special effects, they're responsible for. That's why Skyline, even though it's low budget, looks like it's $100 million movie, but costs like 30 because they were doing all of the special effects.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. They're doing all of the CGI because that's what they do. That's their expertise.
And they did Skyline after Aliens vs Predator.
They did.
Yes.
What are they doing now? Have they done anything, or are they just strictly doing special effects?
Skyline was the last thing they directed.
Oh, get out of here! That was what, 2009, 2010.
Yeah, but they're still doing special effects. They were involved with Hardcore Henry, X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, no, they're visionaries for CGI and special effects. They are the guys to get. They make a
just
lot
not
of
visionaries when it comes to like a good screenplay.
No, even though you liked Skyline, it's just no one else did. I think.
Yeah, well, fuck them. I will defend. I will defend that film. I thought it was very well done. I liked the storyline in it. I love the ending. Ending was fucking great.
Yeah, I think we.
You know why? Because it wasn't a happy ending.
Yeah, I think. We didn't review it, did we?
Skyline. I feel like we did.
I think we did, but I don't think it's one of the films that we talked about a lot. I think we talked about it with a lot of other movies. I think we did that when we were in the very beginnings of this show, because that film came out in 2009 or 2010.
2009, I think.
Yeah, so we started this show in 2009.
I'm probably wrong about that.
So we started this show in 2009.
2010.
2010. So it makes sense that this is like in the first 50 episodes. We probably clumped that in with a bunch of other movies.
Yeah,
that we talked about.
We were so much less structured than we are now.
Hey, we got this shit down pat now. I was posting some of those earlier episodes, and I'm like, we were such babies. We were kids. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just discovering new things. Like you know how we have an opening now, and we have audio, and we show trailers. We didn't do any of that stuff when we started doing the video stuff.
No.
Like in episode 60, 65, 67, 68, it's just the two of us on screen going, "Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. Are we ready?" It's like no wonder why that video has 3 views. Nobody wants to watch it. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna go live. And then you could see Windows Media Player in the background and all of the different tracks that I have. It's like, come on, Joey. It's like, pay no mind to the man behind the curtains. That's what you got to do when you present this shit.
But my overall feeling on this is why?
Why?
And I'm not even against it until I see what's his face as the robot from
What?
Prometheus.
Oh.
The android from Prometheus. When he appears in the trailer, it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he's back.
Yes. Oh, is it a sequel? Is it happened before or after or what? Yeah, I don't.
I can't remember his name for some reason. But I loved him in. I loved him in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh yeah, he was great in Inglourious Bastards.
That was the first thing I ever saw him in.
You know why? You know why he was great in Inglourious Bastards?
Well, I mean,
no, it wasn't an alien film.
Well, true.
There you
All
go.
right, moving on. We have Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Do we have to do this one?
We don't.
I don't know. I mean, it just seems so. I mean, let's circle back to it if we feel like we have time.
You're gonna ruin my order, but okay.
I don't know, but you know what it is. I again, the Holly thing. I just watched all 4 of them last week.
Okay.
And I'm so done with it. But you know what? Now I made a deal out of it. Play it. Let's do it.
Okay. This one, when does it come out? It comes out on May 26th. So. Yeah. Fuck yourself. I hate these videos. I mean, I'm ripping them from the internet, but they got to put their little advertisements in there. It's like, just give me the goddamn trailer. Fucker. What is that? A vulture?
When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for a sparrow.
Well, look way down the river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold
Pirate's life.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Hashtag Pirate's Life. Fuck you. Can I just say the hashtags are the dumbest fucking thing? And whenever I use one, I so over-glorify it. It's like, this isn't what it's designed. Yes, this is not what it's designed for. It's like, and I don't care. I don't know. I don't want to see that either. But I mean, I'll watch it eventually.
It looks good.
I don't think it looks bad. I just don't care to see it.
Yeah, and I love. I mean, yeah. All right,
I haven't come across.
Pirates.
I haven't come across any of these films yet that, even looking at the list, and I might change my mind once we start talking about it, because I haven't seen a lot of these trailers. Maybe I'll change my mind after I see it. But looking at the list, there's nothing here that I have to see in a movie theater. There's not a one.
I'm kind of with you so far. I will say I wouldn't mind seeing this in the theater if it came up. So, I mean, we haven't Alien right now. Alien, whatever the fuck,
Covenant.
Alien Prerequisite,
Covenant.
Covenant. Yeah, that's the only one I don't want to see in the theater. I don't want to go. That's my finger list right now. But like
list.
Pirates, my weird thing with Pirates is the first one was great. I loved the first one. Second one was kind of okay. Third one I really didn't like too much. It wasn't bad per se, but I thought it was like too much. Fourth one I kind of dug. I have a feeling they're doing like this arc, like reverse arc, where this one coming out is going to be like the best one since the first one.
Well, the third one, was that was the Gore Verbinski trilogy, so he kind of felt like he needed to finish that trilogy, kind of like what Christopher Nolan did with Batman and what Michael Bay is doing with Transformers. But Verbinski stopped after the third one, whereas Michael Bay apparently this is his last one for the Transformers series. It's the fifth one. It's supposed to be the last one, which that trailer is on here too. It's actually up in a couple, which I haven't seen that trailer yet either. I haven't seen a lot of these.
I think my problem with it is the same problem I had with like the third Lord of the Rings film and even the third Batman film to some extent. Is like you just get a point where like the third one, like they're trying to make it so epic, like to end this whole trilogy. It's like, yeah, you know what? We've been doing the epic thing, and I'm kind of epicked out.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah, and like sometimes either it's you have 3 different endings, or you've got 5 different plot lines going on. That it's not that it gets complicated, but it just gets kind of boring. Okay, now I gotta switch gears again, and again. Even though I think the third one is the lesser one, it's nowhere as bad as like Die Hard 2 was.
No.
In that series, that was god awful.
And most of the time, the third film, I would say not most of the time, I would say nearly all of the time, the third film is always the weakest one, except in the case for Die Hard 3, the one that took place in New York. Which one was
Vengeance?
Die Hard with a Vengeance. I almost feel that might be the best Die Hard one.
I think that I think you know what it is. It's just like Saw. When they make the first film, they're not thinking they're going to be making like 8 of these things.
Right.
So then the second one, they don't know what the fuck to do with it. That's why the first one was just make the same film again, but at an airport.
Yeah.
No, let's just bring everybody back. We'll make it Christmas again. Blah blah blah. So the third film in these movies like this, Saw was the same thing. Third one, they say, okay, we know what we're doing now. We have a plan, and we're not going to actually Saw they did, but I'll say we're not actually going to set it up for Die Hard 4, but we're going to have this kind of framework now that we know we can do another one.
Yeah.
And we just move it ahead so many years, and they found their structure.
Yeah, and it took them 5 years to make that third film too.
But that always happens. I mean, I think even Lethal Weapon, you got the same thing. It's again, you see these films when they make the first one, they're not thinking franchise. They're thinking we're making a film.
Right.
And they're not planning 3, 4, 5 ahead. Matrix, same fucking thing.
Oh God,
they weren't planning
brothers.
3. No matter what they fucking say, they weren't planning 3.
No, they. Maybe,
I don't care what they fucking say.
Maybe they thought there could be a sequel someday, but I don't even think they really knew what they were going to do if they did do a sequel.
They may have had some ideas, but no. They didn't make this say, all right, when this comes out, we can do this and this with the whole story. No, they were making one film, and all their energy went that one film.
Yeah.
And then they said, hey, you guys are geniuses. Do whatever you want, and that fucked that up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the two films after that made a shit ton of money. I'm actually surprised they haven't tried to reboot the Matrix series.
They are.
They
you
are?
Haven't heard?
No.
They're rebooting the Matrix.
Oh. Is Keanu Reeves going to do it?
It just came out this week.
Because if Keanu Reeves
Warner
isn't
Brothers
in it,
doing it, yeah.
if Keanu Reeves isn't in it in some way, not that I think it'll fail, but it better fucking blow me away, because if you're just going to do all new people, it better be something special.
Here we go. New York Times one day ago headline: Matrix reboot said to be in the works with Keanu Reeves as a maybe.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, he's already committed to Bill and Ted 3, so, you know, because
this just came out like this week. Actually, is when this news kind of broke, as far as I know.
Wouldn't it be hilarious? Wouldn't it be hilarious if Alex Winter has been vying for Bill and Ted 3 and Keanu's like, yeah, let's do it. It'll be a lot of fun, which they've been trying to do for like the last decade, and then they're like ready to do it, and Warner says, listen, we got to have you for Matrix. You got to put everything else aside. And Keanu just goes to Alex. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta bail on the Bill and Ted 3."
Or it might even be if you do the Matrix, we'll let you do this.
That
happens a lot too. They did like all right, you do the money film for us, and then you can do your project, your art project.
But
because they know the money film will give them enough credit that when they do their art film, just the popularity of the money film will get more audience members to the art film.
Well, if they do a Bill and Ted 3, I really hope it doesn't go in this direction, because it's been done 1,000 times and I don't want to see it. But I hope they don't go in the direction of Bill and Ted have kids and the kids are going to be involved in some way or in a big way. I want to see Bill and Ted, middle age, in their late 40s, early 50s, trying to cope with whatever it is that they're trying to cope with. And I think that is where hilarity is going to ensue.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about their kids and how they're acting just like they did 30 years ago. I don't want to see that. I don't care. I want to see them 50 years old and they still can't fucking play guitar. That's what I want to see.
All I'm going to say is I would rather see a Bill and Ted sequel than a Matrix reboot.
I agree.
If
I had to choose,
that many people that would actually.
Yeah. If I had to choose, I would go with
rebooting
that
the Matrix.
Well, they're thinking, you know what? I want to make $1 billion.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on is Wonder Woman, which comes out.
I just want to say one thing. I love what they do with the hair of the pirates, of the bad guy.
Oh, where it looks like Javier Bardem.
Javier, yeah, like they're underwater.
Ink, almost like flowing ink and water.
It's like they're underwater, so the hair is floating like they're actually underwater.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I think it's a really great fucking effect.
I think Javier Bardem looks pretty fucking cool in this.
I think he looks cool in anything.
Yeah.
Name me one thing he's been in where he wasn't fucking.
And you know what? That haircut in No Country for Old Men, normally, you don't look cool with that. But when you are such a psychotic, like fucking killer, you could probably wear any hairstyle and look cool.
Got to be the best choice of a Bond villain ever.
I still haven't seen that movie.
You haven't?
I still have not seen Skyfall.
Skyfall is probably one of my. I think it's my favorite one.
That's what even Mare was just like. You got to see Skyfall.
Skyfall? Yeah, I like Skyfall. I was really the newest one. It wasn't bad, but I think Skyfall is my favorite one out of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see it with him.
I definitely have to see it.
Now he was the best choice for a Bond villain, contemporary Bond villain ever. Worst choice was in Die Another Day. I think is that the one?
That's
shit. I gotta look it up.
Pierce Brosnan, right? Pierce.
Yeah, it was a Pierce Brosnan one.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. I can't think of the actor's name, and I got to look it up.
Was it Sean Bean?
No.
Sean Bean was in GoldenEye, right?
That was GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was actually good.
God damn it!
Who the fuck was it?
I don't think it was Die Another. Well, maybe it was. No, it wasn't. I'm gonna look it up.
The world is not enough.
No, that was what's his name, the British guy. That he was decent.
How many Pierce Brosnan and James Bond is that?
Well, after the world was not enough, there was Die Another Day.
Goldfinger. Goldfinger was one.
Oh, not a Brosnan one. You're thinking of GoldenEye.
I thought it was GoldenEye, Goldfinger.
Goldfinger is
Austin Powers.
Goldfinger is a Sean Connery one. Come on.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
So it's GoldenEye, Die Another Day, World Is Not Enough. Was there a fourth one?
I don't think so. They all blend together after a while.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to you look that up while I'm going to queue up the Wonder Woman trailer, which comes out on June 2nd.
When they first played that during Batman versus Superman, I saw that in the theater and I was like, "This is just that just blew me away." That riff, that Warrior song of hers, is fucking. They nailed it.
And that's you could. I mean, Zack Snyder didn't write the music, but Zack Snyder is very big on music and its location. You can thank him for all of these films that use, like, say, Guardians of the Galaxy, where they're using Fleetwood Mac's The Chain, or where they're using, what was the film that we saw? Pirates of the Caribbean, where they had Johnny Cash, where they're playing his song.
Oh, yeah.
You can thank Snyder for that, because ever since he did that in Dawn of the Dead, and they were starting to do it in trailers like that, it just works. And if you pick the right song, it works. So he's very big on music, and he's very good at picking its locations and making, adding instead of subtracting.
And I think I even remember in the audio commentary for Dawn of the Dead, they explained how it was like everybody was fighting him. He had to fight for that music because no one believed him that was going to work up until they did like the rough edit, and it's like, wow, you're right.
Yeah,
when you watch, everyone was like, you can't do that. That doesn't make any sense. So I mean, like, he was really kind of ahead of his time with that.
Yeah, when you watch the opening of Dawn of the Dead, those opening credits with the Johnny Cash song, it's fucking perfect. It's flawless. Now, I do want to see Wonder Woman. I am interested. I'm maybe not in a theater, but I am interested in seeing it.
Oh yeah,
it looks good. It's directed by a woman. Not that should, mean that it's good or bad in any way, but the fact that she's the only woman directing a DC comic film is kind of neat, to be honest. Especially if this does well and is really good. Watch her do some others, or just they give her the Wonder Woman franchise.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
I still say I wish she was a little stockier, and I wish she was a lesbian, but I can overlook those.
I wish she was less French, but I'm okay with it. Not that I don't care that she's French.
You can never know what she is. French.
But her French accent is very thick.
Yeah, you can't get past that.
It's not horrible, but there are times when she talks where she sounds like she's had some acting, some coaching, before she did those scenes. And there are times when she's talking and it's like, where's your coach today? Is he not around? Or is she not around? Because it's pretty fucking thick today. Like, there were scenes in Batman v Superman where she's talking and she was very clear with how she spoke. And then there are times where it's like, shit, I could just hear the French pouring out of you.
Now, real quick, just because I finally confirmed what I was thinking, because some of the James Bond films meld together in my head.
Okay.
I forget which one I said was the newspaper one when you mentioned the name, but the newspaper one is Tomorrow Never Dies. The one I was trying to think of is The World Is Not Enough.
Okay.
With the with Denise Richards as Christmas Jones.
Oh God.
And so I think the best, like I would say like Pierce Brosnan forward, best choice for a Bond villain ever was Javier.
Yeah.
Worst choice ever was Robert Carlyle in The World Is Not Enough. I don't know why they picked Robert Carlyle as a villain. I like Robert Carlyle. I'm a big fan of his. Not even close.
Sure. Oh, did you see Trainspotting 2 comes out this month?
Yeah, I Holly's never seen it. I had to explain to her what it was about. It actually came up. It came up because I think Family Guy did a parody of the baby scene, and I had to explain it to her. It's like, well, it's a dead baby. So a dead baby's on the ceiling. Well, it's a hallucination. So how do you know it's dead? Oh, you know it's dead. Yeah, So I think I have to make her watch it someday soon.
Did you?
And I myself.
Oh,
what?
No, I was just gonna say, did you own Trainspotting on Laserdisc?
No, that's what I was going to say. I wasn't as big into it as everybody else was at the time. I watched it once because all these other people kept saying it was great, and I liked it, but I didn't get into that whole. I didn't get into the cult of that.
I was
like, oh, this is a good film. I liked it,
and I
moved on.
And I had it on Laserdisc, and I had the Criterion edition, which came with a sheet of paper. I think I've mentioned this on the show. It came with a sheet of paper with all of the slang. All of the words that they used in the film and what they actually meant. And I should have photocopied it when I had it, because I don't think you can even find that anymore. You might actually still be able to find the sheet or just the words in a reproduction of some kind.
You can always find words.
Well, yeah, but specifically that came with the Laserdisc, because all of the words, it's like all these different like Scottish slang words. It's like, I don't know what the fuck that means. A lot of people played that movie with subtitles because the brogue was so heavy.
Yeah, sometimes even I have to do that with some of them.
Yeah, different parts of Scotland are heavier than others. I mean, it's it's like South London. That accent is really, really bad. Which you see that a lot in the film. Attack. Oh, what the fuck was it called? Attack the City? Was that called Attack the City? The one with Nick Frost, the alien film?
Attack the Block.
Attack the Block. Thank you. I'm a little off tonight.
But yeah, Wonder Woman looks good. I'm interested in seeing it. Love that music.
Yeah. I don't think I'll see it in a theater, so not yet. I haven't come across any of these trailers yet. All right, moving on. June 9th, The Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I love me some Tom Cruise.
All right, let's cue it up. No, I'm not going to follow you. All right, here it is.
Because all they're really giving you is a showcase of the special effects with very minimal plot, as in there's a mummy and there's Tom Cruise.
I think the girl, the one that plays the mummy, I think she was in... oh fuck the I can't forget I even said anything.
Whoa, no, try.
The spy movie, the one that what's his face did.
Kingsman?
No, the other one, the one that
Well, I tell you, she was in Kingsman.
She was in Kingsman?
And not much else.
Nothing else? Okay.
Oh, Street Dance 2.
Oh, really?
And Monsters Dark Continent. And let's not forget Star Trek Beyond. Actually, she's in a film coming up that I saw a trailer for this past week that I'm actually interested in, Atomic Blonde. That looks a bit interesting.
Oh.
It's just like it's like VR Warshawski done right.
Oh God.
Well, except she's a hitman or a hit woman, I think, something like that. But she's just a kick-ass woman. It looks very violent. There's some like really good action films coming out this year, lower budget ones. I really feel like we're hitting a stride for a good season
I hope so.
stuff like that.
Well, you know what it is
Atomic
too.
Blonde looked good,
It's because there's so much competition coming from TV now.
and so much talent
Yeah.
coming from television that they've got to step up their game. It's Tom Cruise. I'll see it if I can, but don't know anything about the movie. Really don't know anything by the trailer. All you really know is special effects. Gee, like we haven't seen those lately.
I was thinking The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh,
I thought she was in that for some reason.
I never saw that. I didn't even see the remake they did of the other one, Mod Squad. I didn't even see that.
God, didn't they do that years ago?
Yeah, I never got around to seeing that. I never got around to seeing the fucking even the Avengers. I didn't bother seeing. I just those spy TV shows turn movies. It's like just a huge turnoff for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought she was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. There's another.
I don't know.
There's another.
You're just confused and wrong.
Yeah, she's definitely not in that movie. She's been
So,
doing a lot of dance stuff.
But really, I had nothing to say about the trailer because it doesn't really give you everything else we've seen that gives you a lot.
I threw it in there because it is considered a major blockbuster, or it's vying to be.
And I'm glad you did it because I think it's already getting a lot of negative feedback just because it's Tom Cruise in a mummy film, and I'm like, fuck it, bring it on.
Yeah, fine.
I can't remember the last Tom Cruise film I didn't like.
Probably
Top Gun. That's just because I first saw it for the first time like last year.
I don't think you were too partial to War of the Worlds, but I thought it was okay. I liked it.
Yeah, but it wasn't his fault. I don't blame him.
All right.
So
that comes out June 9th.
Right.
Next up is Transformers: The Last Night.
I have not seen this.
On June 23rd. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, give me a second.
It has been said.
You want me to pause it?
Yeah, please. We have to start over. I got a fucking advertisement on mine.
Oh.
I have to watch it on my end because I can't watch the video because it slows down my internet. So if you're watching or listening and wondering why the hell I have to sync up a trailer on my end, is because Joey has Fios and I don't.
Yeah, and it's apparent because your voice hasn't synced up since you moved out of your house.
Got to be the router. I don't know why.
I don't know, but when you were home, your audio synced up with your mouth perfectly. And now it doesn't.
I'm probably just talking wrong.
Maybe, but I'm going to say no to that.
It's also a new setup too, so I have to fine tune something. All right, I'm ready.
Not to blame, Holly's setup, but I will say that
I've actually got faster internet here than I did at my house.
Well, maybe the wiring was a lot better at your house because
You should come over and inspect it with me.
Okay.
All right.
I can do
we'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm at the beginning if you want to go back to Paramount and start again.
Okay. Yeah, I can bring all my shit. We can totally test that. I bet you're running some Cat 5 or Cat 3 throughout the house for Ethernet. Yeah. Anyway, all right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Bloody Cross.
It has been said.
Is that Anthony Hopkins?
Through the ages.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Is he in this?
Without sacrifice.
A dragon.
I liked them in Westworld.
Two species at war. One flesh. One metal.
Bumblebee, no!
Optimus Prime has left us.
I didn't see the last film. Thanks, Anthony.
Me neither.
He ain't dead. No fucking way.
100 billion trillion planets in the cosmos. to know, don't you? Why they keep coming here.
That's not good. Gonna have some sick waves, though.
I want to stay, and I want to fight them.
Have fun with that.
Two worlds colliding.
Yeah. Not a giant robot.
Okay?
Have fun.
Only one survives.
Oh my God.
Forgive me.
Yeah, I'll see that.
What?
Not in a theater, but I'll see it.
I didn't even. You haven't even seen the last one.
Yeah, I know. and I still haven't seen the third one all the way through.
I have. I like the third one because the third one was one of those things where like you're like, oh, okay, another Transformers film, but then like the second half of the film, like thousands of people are dying.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, it got real. That was
what I need to do is I need to put together a not a marathon, not watch all four, but I need to watch the third and the fourth one back to back. I think I need to do that.
Was the third one Dark Side of the Moon?
No, that was the fourth one. It was just the Dark of the Moon.
Dark of the Moon? Is that
the first one is Transformers, the second one is Revenge of the Fallen. Oh, maybe the third one is Dark of the Moon, and then the fourth one was what was the fourth one?
Age of Extinction.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the first one, Wahlberg in it.
That's the one with Wahlberg. Which,
yeah,
him and Michael Bay started making shit together after they did Pain and Gain. And I love Pain and Gain.
Oh, that's a great film.
Great movie. I
have the riff tracks for Dark of the Moon, just so you know, if you decide to go through those.
Oh, really?
that'll lessen the blow a bit. I still remember how excited I was, and I was never really a huge. I had Transformers as a kid, blah blah blah, but I wasn't like psychotic like some of these Power Rangers fans that are still around.
The Power
somehow.
Rangers movie comes out this month.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it from some people, like 10 years younger than me. I said, "What the really?" Anyway, I was never that into it. But I remember when the Transformers film came out, it was a huge excitement just because
it's 10 years ago now.
Yeah, they were finally doing it right. They were finally doing these remakes and stuff, and they were, with the exception of G.I. Joe, they were really making decent films.
Yeah.
And the special effects were great, and they did, it was, with some, minor issues, Megan Fox, it was a great film. So watching this trailer and just being bored by it, it's like, is it me or is it the films?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, when the first one came out, and one, it was Michael Bay, so immediately it got shit just because he was directing it. And then two, it was Transformers. And then when it actually comes out, everyone was nitpicking it to the point of where it's like, what? Their mouths move? Their mouths didn't move in a cartoon. It's like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, you know why?
Yeah, because you're not going to spend an extra 8 months animating moving mouths.
That would have cost them $20 extra. And they were on a fucking budget.
So, all right.
I just, it's like, oh, more robots fighting. I don't know. I just can't get excited about it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe I'm saying like, yeah, I'll watch that because I've only ever seen 2.5 of those movies.
I really, yeah, I'm with you. I feel like I should go back and watch the fourth one. I should have seen these. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm with you on that.
All right, so let's move on to. And that comes. I think I said it already, but that comes out June 23rd. Now, moving on to the next one is June 30th, and that's Despicable Me 3.
Do we have to do this one?
No, I did it because
it's a cartoon, though.
Yeah, that's why I did it. because it's so different from everything else.
But it's like a, I don't know.
We don't
it
have
just
to do
seems-
it. Let's do the next one then.
Skip
Spider-Man.
that one. We'll come back to it if we want to, but
That's all right. Spider-Man: Homecoming, July 7th.
I'm in.
Here. Are you synced up or am I ahead of you?
No, hang on.
I should wait for you, huh?
Well, some of these you can get past the commercial after 4 seconds. These last two, no. You're
Yeah.
in for 15 to 30 seconds of fucking...
Wonderful.
15 seconds to make me watch a commercial before I watch a commercial.
Yeah, it's the new internet. I'm not a fan of it. I haven't been for years. I don't think I ever will be. The internet, I don't know, they're always trying to do... They're just trying to,
Make money.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You ready?
You are.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Now? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Sup, guys? Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away. Oh, that was awesome.
I do like that he's a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm thrilled about the whole high school thing, but...
No, we've seen that before.
I'm cool with that. Start over. It's a reboot.
Yeah, it's the third fucking time.
Too late.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
You guys are losers.
So, to become an Avenger, are there like trials or an interview?
Just don't do anything I would do. And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate.
Oh.
All right?
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you. All right, kid. Good luck out there.
Listen, I know school sucks.
Peter, you still with us? Yeah.
I know you want to save the world, but you're not ready yet.
You're the Spider-Man.
No, I'm not. I'm not. This is just a costume. This is
From the ceiling.
Stay close to the ground and stay out of trouble. Forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sick of him treating me like a kid all the time.
But you are a kid.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Peter, what is going on with you?
I'm really sorry. I'm so busy. I'm slammed.
Don't mess with me. Because I will kill you and everybody you love.
So they said, you know what? Michael Keaton looked real cool in Birdman in the fake movie, so let's make him a real Birdman.
All I know is it seems like they've dialed back all the fucking melodrama from the last reboot series. I didn't see Uncle Ben once in this fucking trailer, and
yeah, and Aunt May is fucking super hot Marissa Tomei.
Yeah. And Michael Keaton as a bad guy, I'm in.
Oh well, yeah. No, I'm in. Hopefully they
And
don't
again-
do too much of the high school stuff, but
Well, I like he's not like the last one. Oh, he's like that, that brooding loner skateboarder guy. All right, fuck, great, that's wonderful. I think this is a nice combination of Tobey Maguire and what's his face. I think it's like a nice blend of extra geeky and extra like teenagery into let's try to make him kind of normal.
yeah.
I
you know
can
what?
handle that.
It's interesting that they have those little scenes with Tony Stark where he says, "Listen, go to school. I know you want to save the world, but you're not ready." And to me, that sets up two things. It sets up one, we're going to let you kind of dwell in your own franchise a little bit. We'll show you in the Avengers movies a little bit, but you're not going to be like the main guy yet. We're going to give you a couple of Spider-Man films, and then say 2 movies from now, he'll be like in Avengers Part 2 or like the next Avengers film, where he'll be like a main role. Like he'll be a main Avenger. Like he'll be initiated. So, I mean, I'm okay with that.
Let's just say that the odds of there being a Spider-Man sequel is the Spider-Man sequel much greater than an Ant-Man sequel.
Yeah, the fact that they did an Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, because I thought that first Amazing Spider-Man was excellent. I thought it was very good.
I shouldn't say shit in advance.
Why? What happened?
There's an Ant-Man sequel coming out.
Of course there is. It's part of the Marvel Universe.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, 2018.
Oh, God. Okay. Well.
Jeremy Renner, rumored as Hawkeye.
Okay. I mean, he is Hawkeye, so it's just rumored that he'll be in that film as Hawkeye.
Yeah, I shouldn't open my fucking mouth. Anyway.
So that comes out on July 7th. Now,
I'd see it in the theater. Again, like I said before, it seems more fun. They're definitely trying to have fun with it.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's not too much doom and gloom. Just hey, I can spider. I'll kill your whole family. I can spider. You know, it's a nice mix for me. I like that.
So cue up War for the Planet of the Apes and see if you get an advertisement for that.
Oh, I'm good for this one.
You're good for that one? All right.
Yep.
Okay, you ready? I need to watch this franchise because I haven't seen any of these movies.
I saw the original, and then I saw the one with
give a shit about the one with Mark Wahlberg that Tim Burton did. I don't.
That's the first one.
I don't care. I don't even.
Then this.
I count that in this franchise because they talk about this ape Caesar who, you know, starts all of this, and that's the only reason why I can even make it a part of the franchise. But as far as a film, what a shitty movie that was.
I saw Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That's the first one in this trilogy.
If you're not counting, this is the one with
James
what's
Franco.
His name in it? James Franco. Yeah. By the way, I have riff tracks in this one too. One of the only reasons I made it through the whole fucking thing. I never liked the series. I never liked the original. I never cared for it. You know what? I watched the White House press briefing today. That's a dystopian future that is far scarier than apes overrunning mankind.
Oh yeah, and one of the biggest reasons why I even know about that conference is because they're cutting out all funding for museums and libraries. So you can imagine just the amount of people going ape shit about that.
Where you work?
Oh yeah, it is a big fucking deal about my entire circle that I work in. It's a big fucking problem if that bill goes through.
But rich people will be getting tax cuts, which means they'll be spending more money on their pets. So my job is secure.
And here's the thing: even if it's the funding gets taken away, computers should still be breaking, and I should be able to still fix them. So, but they might not be able to get 40 copies of War for the Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray in the system. So I don't know. It just.
Even Woody Harrelson in this film makes me not want to. I just like. I just keep thinking. I'll just go back and watch 2012 again. That's like, for me, that's like the high point Woody Harrelson. I just love that character. I want to be that character.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm that character some days. Just like on the precipice of the world collapsing. I'm like, yeah, show me.
I hope you're queuing up the next trailer while we talk about like what we're talking about, so we don't have to wait.
Well, I am now.
Oh, okay. Valerian, cue that one up. See if there's an advertisement.
I haven't even heard of this. What the fuck is this?
Luc Besson, you haven't seen this trailer?
I have not. I haven't even heard of this.
You're probably gonna not be happy.
Okay.
But I can't. I think you're not going to be happy because there's going to be too many elements that are probably going to bring you back to the Fifth Element.
All right, here's the thing with Luc Besson. Luc Besson cranks shit out at an alarming rate.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, you'd be just if you the amount of films with his name attached to him is just staggering, and it's almost like he's like the Stephen King of films.
Yeah.
Where if he has
because
a thought, it becomes a fucking movie.
He produces a lot. Well, this is based on a French graphic novel, so there's a lot of there's a lot of groundwork there.
It's already fucked. It's that's all you had to say. All you had to tell me is based on a French graphic novel, and I'm having like flashbacks to Snowpiercer.
Oh god.
And I don't even think that was French, but it was still a graphic novel, and
yeah. Well, yeah.
All right. I'm ready when you are.
But I will say this. I'm just looking at his directing credits. The last couple of films that he did were pretty good, like Lucy. I thought Lucy was excellent.
I haven't watched that.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell you this, and I think I did mention this once before in the show. The opening of that film, there's a scene where it's all in Japanese, okay? And one of my coworkers was complaining that it wasn't in subtitles. And I had to tell him, I said, listen, I go, I know you're unhappy right now that it's not in subtitles, but I said, there's a reason, because I watched the film after he complained. I said, there's a reason why it's not in subtitles. You're not supposed to know what the fuck they're saying, because the way the camera is shot, or the way the scene is shot, it focuses on Lucy, the girl, the Scarlett Johansson, on her, everything, this chaos that's going on inside of her, because of everything that's going around, because she's like in the middle of this and she doesn't know how it fucking happened, just out of nowhere. The reason why there's no subtitles is because you're supposed to be seeing through her. At least that's how I took it. And I don't know, some people don't want to hear that. They just want subtitles. But I thought it was brilliant. I was like, listen, you don't know what the hell's going on because she doesn't know what the hell's going on. That's the gist of it.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm synced and ready to go.
You're synced and ready to go. All right, this is Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
Oh, great.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. I think I could see that.
Yeah, it looks interesting. All right, now here's let's break down my big problem with Fifth Element here for you, sir.
Sure.
When they played, when the trailers came out for Fifth Element, they played like this. They played like this is the next Star Wars. They played this is like a sci-fi action adventure film. What the trailers didn't tell you was how fucking goofy as shit the whole film was going to be. And how stupidly goofy as shit the majority of the film was going to be.
Here's the difference between you and I as far as our first impressions of the movie. The only thing I ever saw for that was the 5 that was floating in space, that teaser. You remember that? Where
I don't remember that.
Okay, they had a teaser where there was the number 5 and it was just kind of floating in space and it was like coming towards the screen or going away from the screen or something. It was on fire. I forget what it was exactly.
You're not thinking of Short Circuit?
Definitely not thinking of Short Circuit.
Okay, because number 5 is alive.
Johnny 5 is alive. No, it was this 5 floating in space in some way. And that's now reminiscent, it just reminds me of that fucking gum, that 5 gum, whatever you ever see those commercials for gum? It's
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
moving on.
But it's like this is fucking gum. Why does it look like like there's some sci-fi epic going on? It's fucking gum. Anyway, so that's the only thing I ever saw for Fifth Element was that floating 5 in space, and then I saw the film totally blind. So I think that's probably why I liked it, because I knew nothing. And you saw so much more and was so disappointed because
honestly, I'll tell you though, even if I saw a trailer that said this is going to be a wacky comedy, I still would have been disappointed.
Okay.
But this actually looks interesting. I was all in the back of my head. I was like, yeah, fuck Avatar.
Well, I'm glad that it doesn't feel that way.
I mean,
that's the first time I've seen the trailer, and I dug it.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I want to know more. Let me say that. Okay. It's not like The Mummy where I'm like, all right, I don't know anything about this. It's just special effects. I'm like, okay, you're building a universe here. I can see that. I want to know what's going on in it.
Yeah.
So I'm actually interested. So hey, first impressions.
So do you have Dunkirk queued up?
Well, no, because that would be me doing my job.
Oh, okay. We're down to the last 2 trailers before we can end the show.
Yes. Yeah, I have it all set.
All right, cool. Now, I haven't seen this trailer at all. The only thing I saw was a teaser that came out like almost a year ago. This is an actual real trailer. All right.
Hold on. I gotta tell you, Catherine was here a while ago when they were talking about the film.
Yeah.
And I heard Catherine say, "Yeah, the film's called Dunkirk." So, what's it about? Oh, it's about this battle that takes place in this city called Dunkirk.
Oh my God.
I was just like, stop. I don't want to hear any more. It's just and it was even longer than that. Like even my brain can't comprehend the longevity of the sentence that she had, but it was like 2 sentences to get to. It takes place in Dunkirk. I was like, well, I kind of know that because the name of the fuck. Go ahead and play it.
Oh. Okay. Okay, we're ready.
Yeah. No, thank you.
It's coming out in 70mm too.
Yeah, wonderful.
You know what? I'm usually on board with Christopher. I'm sure this is going to be a very good film. I'm sure it's going to be well made. It's going to be well done. And I'm usually on board. Actually, I don't think I've never been on board for a Christopher Nolan film. I'm not interested in seeing this.
Me neither, but for me, it's because I'm not into war films. And I really...
I do like war films, and I do particularly like World War II. It fascinates me. It always has. And maybe because this is the British side of the story, I don't know. Maybe that's where I don't care.
Brits, yeah.
Fucking Brits. But
I'm gonna watch Pearl Harbor again.
Yeah. No, I'm not interested in this at all.
No, but I have a bias against war films. Not against. I don't enjoy them, so I really don't have any reason to watch it. So
all right.
I'm a bad person to weigh in on this. It looks pretty, as pretty as a war film can be.
Yeah. Well, no, a lot of the colors are muted. But have you queued up our last trailer?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I haven't. I'm waiting for the ad to finish.
Okay.
Now, which gives me time to mention that I was home drinking a little bit, and I had to text Joey because I'm watching trailers on YouTube, and I come up with Baby Driver. It's like, what the fuck is this? And so I put it on, and at the end I'm like, how can I possibly be like interested in a film called Baby Driver?
Yeah.
Why this? I was actually I was so disturbed by the fact I liked the trailer that I had to text him, but yeah, I'm liking this Baby Driver thing.
And then, well, what's interesting about that? I text Scott back and says, okay, I'll have to check it out now. And I was going to wait till tonight to say this. I had zero desire to watch this trailer. And as a matter of fact,
too.
As a matter of fact,
I skipped over it.
Well, I did skip over it for 2 reasons. 1, the title. 2, because the thumbnail that they use is just Jamie Foxx, and I'm like, I could give a shit about Jamie Foxx's next movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I'm like, ugh, all right, whatever. But then you said it was good, so I queued it up.
Surprisingly, I mean, I don't know if it's a good film, but the trailer, something about the trailer appeals to me. I want to see this.
Well, it's Edgar Wright. You know Edgar Wright, right? What he's done?
Right.
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, At World's End, or The World's End.
I do know him.
So, he's been very good at at what movies he's made. So I'm at least interested because it's Edgar Wright. So
and it's written and directed by him.
Yes.
So
and it's different. It's very different from everything he's done so far. The fact that it's called Baby Driver, when I saw that Edgar Wright was doing it, I'm like, okay, I get it now. Because that's just kind of the shit that he does. It's called Shaun of the Dead. Hot Fuzz. I'm like, I get it. Baby Driver. I'm sure he had to fight to keep that name for some stupid reason. I'm sure he had to.
I don't know. But yeah, let's play the trailer.
But that comes out on August 11th. Oh, and Dunkirk comes out on the 21st of July, the same day that Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets comes out. They both come out.
Guess which one I'd be seeing opening weekend.
Right. I have a feeling that Dunkirk is. I'm sure it'll do well, but I have a feeling that Valerian is going to do better that weekend.
There's enough fucking freaks out there to enjoy watching war.
I'm actually surprised that Dunkirk isn't coming out on the 28th of July.
Why?
There's no competition that weekend.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Not yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up getting moved, a week later. It'll still be a July release, but it'll have the weekend all to itself. All right, so this is Baby Driver.
Yep.
TriStar. Does it still exist?
So you just starting your day, or did you just get off?
They call, I go,
So what is it you do?
I'm a driver.
Is it wrong that I could see
like a
Daniel
chauffeur.
Tosh as Baby Driver?
Anyone I'd know?
For some reason.
I hope not.
What is your name?
Baby.
Your name's Baby. B-A-B-Y, baby.
It's the one who say listen to the music all the time?
Is he mental?
Mental meaning slow. Was he slow?
No.
He had an accident when he was a kid. Still has a hum in the drum. Plays music to drown it out. And that's what makes him the best.
One more job and I'm done.
One more job, and we're straight.
Now, I don't think I need to give you the speech about what happens when you say no, how I could break your legs and kill everyone you love, because you already know that, don't you?
Yeah. The moment you catch feelings is the moment you catch a bullet.
And your waitress girlfriend, she's cute. Let's keep it that way.
I want us to head west and never stop.
You in?
I'm in, baby.
One of these days, baby, you're gonna get blood on your hands. Time to face the music.
Baby, we need to get out of here.
I have to end this. Are we in bed together now?
Baby.
Baby? Baby.
Doc said Michael Myers. This is Mike Myers.
It should be the Halloween mask.
This is a Halloween mask.
No, the killer dude from Halloween.
Oh, you mean Jason?
No!
Baby, you tell me who does.
She a good girl? You love her?
Yes, I do.
That's too bad.
I'm in.
Everything about me, it hurts me to say I want to see this film because everything about me should be mocking this trailer right now. It really, everything about this trailer I should be openly mocking, including the people in it. I just can't. I'm like, yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the right one. I'm looking for our ending music so we can end this shit the right way. And it's just, I have it queued up. Actually, you know what? I could probably do it right here. I should probably start using our soundboard more. I didn't bring my my tablet down. I forgot. So that's why there was no opening music, and that's why I don't have ending music queued up.
Bastard.
I know. Can you hear that?
There it is.
Oh, cool. So it looks like everyone... Okay. I don't have to try and fade that shit out by hand anymore if that works. Anyway. Oh, wow. 2-hour episode.
Your fault.
I know. I queued up too many trailers. But I had a lot of fun.
Me too.
I really dig these, just kind of shooting the shit. No real agenda.
We needed a couple casual days before we get back in the swing of things.
I think so. Oh, so what are we doing next week?
What?
What are we reviewing next week?
A listener request.
Okay, so we just don't know which one that is yet.
No, but it'll be one of our listener requests,
Okay,
definitely.
fine. So what we'll end up doing is we'll talk about it, we'll pick it, and then we'll announce it on the Facebook.
Yeah, we'll do that like Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, we'll announce it Tuesday or Wednesday. You and I probably know a little bit sooner.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure we'll know it this weekend.
Yeah, unless we get a really great request. But again, we're going to be doing it for like a month or two, so it's not like you only have until Tuesday or Wednesday to request a film.
You still owe me a challenge from Death Wish 3, by the way. So you got to pick something off of that at some point.
But we're going to do like a good 3 or 4 episodes minimum of listener requests. So please get them to us.
Oh yeah, well we have 5 requests already. So
right, but I want more.
I want
our listeners to request stuff, so we have stuff to choose from. I would love to tell some of our listeners, sorry, no dice, because we have so many options.
Okay.
I want more of our listeners to submit requests so we can disappoint them.
Oh, perfect. All
so
right.
Please do.
Yeah, we're just starting to get more views on YouTube. Let's disappoint them.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm looking for the next Thanksgiving. That's what I'm looking for.
That was such a good one. I have a daughter.
Call her.
Did you like the thumbnail I chose for that?
Yeah.
It's the father and the turkey at the table, and he's wearing the fucking Groucho Marx glasses. Oh my god. Oh, so good. They just casual. The father, for whatever reason, he's got a turkey outfit on for Thanksgiving, and there's a turkey at his table, but he's wearing like these Groucho Marx glasses and nose mustache thing going on, and they're just having a normal conversation. And the turkey's like, "Yeah, you're all right. It's too bad I'm gonna have to cut your face off in a minute and wear it." And your daughter's not going to know the difference. That's how silly this movie is. Hi, Dad. It's so good to see you.
It's one of my favorites.
Dad's 1.5 foot tall. Can't tell the difference, can you? No,
now you're just thinking too much into it.
Oh, I know it.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Let's cue up this ending music.
I thought it was already playing.
No, it's playing now.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
You can hear it. How you know that it's not playing?
I thought it faded out.
Nah. Episode 240. We're heading that milestone, that 250 milestone.
Uh-oh.
We're getting there. Another couple of months, we'll be there. Anyway, all right. Please go to our website at moviesucktastic.com. Download the shows there. Listen to the shows there. Watch the show live every Thursday at 8 o'clock right from our website. Now that live stream seems to be fucking working again. It's because I threatened it. That's what
For
happened.
now.
For now. I hope it stays okay because Ustream seems a little bit of a bitch. But hopefully, whatever. Go to iTunes and you can download the show, listen to the show, and leave a review if you go there. We always appreciate it. If you want to leave us email, the address is themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. If you want to leave us voicemail, the number is 908-514-4470. If you want to go to our Facebook page, it's facebook.com/moviesucktastic. Everything we talk about, from trailers to when the show goes live to, what we're going to review that week, it's always there. If you want to go to our Tumblr page, it's moviesucktastic.tumblr.com. And if you want to download the free 100% awesome app for your phone or tablet or whatever Android device you're using, go ahead. Just do a search for it in the Play Store. Just do a search for Moviesucktastic. It's free, and everything I said is in there. It's really cool. Well, that about does it for me. You have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
I have a daughter.
Call her. Those pretty good words of wisdom. I dig it. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
Next week, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.